Hello, everybody. Are we going to have an easy, like Sunday morning? I am. Well, I am ready to read some cards. We had a great day. I have a great surprise for everybody. And I hope everybody's easy like Sunday morning is going to be easy like Sunday morning. We are going to get right into the cards. Coffee and cards, and it is 2:11 in the morning. AM Sunday. I just did my cards at midnight, my midnight meditation and my card drawing. And I thought, it's easier for me to do them in the evening because it's so quiet and peaceful in my home. So we're going to get right into it. Now we're playing the game. We've been playing this game. Uh, the like button is the magic manifestation button. And I want everybody to hit the like button. And as you hit the like button, I want you to manifest something small. We're playing with our manifestation and come back and let us know how long it took you and what you got. If you don't want to, you don't have to share what you got, but at least tell us how long you and what you did. So that way it gives everybody an idea that we can manifest what we want. And it'll be fun to play with our inner child. So pull that. We've had anybody who's been following me is going to notice this one card that's been popping out. And I think we've had it now 3 times. I'd have to look back, but I know we had it yesterday. And I think we had it the day before. And a couple of them are coming up a lot, and that is a big sign. Now, today is 2/18/2024. It's a 64, and it goes down to a 10, which is a 1. And I am going to read the 1 out of the Soul Helper Oracle because that is the message we're going to start out with. Number 1 tells you that you are a magical priestess or a magician priestess, and that now and then you require solitude in order to fully develop the capabilities within you. You need solitude now, in particular, in order to receive your visions from a spiritual teacher clearly and without compromise. Number 1 promises success and a deep bond of the heart. It will teach you to feel the moment of creation within you and to perceive yourself as a spiritual being. Its energy field is the beginning, the absolute being, the sum of all possibilities, the pure spirit of the subtle world. That is what we're going to go into today. That is our first message for the reading. So, the cards kept coming because it told a story. So we're going to start this story. Remember when? Number 3, the youth, when we were a youth. We were starting our journey. He's got his trusty dog right beside him. He's got his staff. He looks very confident. He also has his money bag and a map. He's going on a quest. And that's what we've been on. Since the youth, we've been on a quest. And it's a quest for adventure because we all have. Every one of us have been on a quest for adventure. Live in the moment, action without thought, defying tradition and conformity, greater risk, greater reward, assert your independence, embrace individuality, a new direction, freedom from fear and doubts, a time of conflict or turmoil, communication and compromise, address desires. We had the desire card yesterday. And we've had the conflict and turmoil card the other day. We know we've had a tower moment. We know we are going into conflict and turmoil, but we do have a new direction. And we started out as the youth, and we've had turmoil and things through our life as the youth and as an adult. And the youth has a transitional meaning and is a combination of the child and the youth. The child of old, once happy to share common loves with parents and siblings, find his interest taking by the new and different. Suddenly, the old loves and passions seem tired and dull as the desire for new and exciting burn within him, burning conflict and disruption to a once harmonious home. The child who becomes the youth begins to disconnect from his family and asserts his independence and individuality. The youth may be seen as ungrateful, rebellious, and troublesome by parents or friends who seek to maintain control and who long for the return of the child. They do not understand that these changes are a natural and necessary process for a youth to move toward maturity. The ensuing conflict inspires a desire within the youth to escape, to be free of those who do not understand him and who seek to prevent him from exploring the world outside of the confines of this home. When the youth appears, he represents a time of conflict and turmoil, born of a disconnection within a relationship, a state of mind, or a belief system. The old is giving way to the new. You have a choice: resist change and live with the consequences, or let go and welcome it in. There will still be consequences, but there will also be rewards. Uh, this is telling me that we're at a time right now of conflict in our life. And we got to remember we've had conflict in and out of our life since youth. And we're going to go into some more conflict. But how are we going to handle it? We went on this adventure in our life to live the life we wanted, and we're the only ones that can make the choice of the life we wanted. We also got, with the youth, we got the number 11, which is a master number, and 3 is the divine. So, and in my opinion, with the divine showing up in the journey card with the youth and the dog, the companion, the trusted companion, the loyal companion that he has, that he's going on his adventure quest journey with, and he gets the strength, which is a master number. It doubles in strength because at that point in your life, as the youth, we had the strength and the energy. We were ready to go live the life we wanted to live, and nobody was going to tell us what to do. I was the same way. We were all that way. We all had that ego that I can do anything and I can climb the mountain and jump the hill. So the strength uh, is a merman holding an open fishing net full of thrashing fish. Rather than rip the net apart to free them immediately, he holds the position, which takes strength. He controls the creature released into the ocean, understanding their need for freedom, while protecting himself so he is not overpowered or harmed by them. That's a really good description of the strength. He freed them so they could be free. And he also, so they wouldn't overpower him and harm him. So they got freed, and in the long run, they didn't harm him. That was a good trade-off. I'm trying to find my slippers. My feet are cold. That was a good trade-off for the strength card. This card is patience in the face of conflict. Now, we know we are going to go through a tower moment and some conflict. We get that. We've been getting the cards. And this is telling us we need to handle it as the youth would. You know, the youth has learned a lot through his life, but we got to remember what the quest in the youth was and what we learned through that journey in our youth. That's kind of what that card is trying to tell us, because we had the strength back then. We had the agility, and we were ready to go conquer the world. I remember my world, and I was ready. I was 16 going on 21, couldn't tell me what to do. I knew it all. But we got to remember that because we learned a lot of things through that time. What opposes you is lower than you are. This may be your own fear, guilt, or other emotion that shakes your confidence, or a person who is acting in an unreasonable way by projecting these emotions onto you. Having compassion while keeping your personal boundaries strong and refusing to be taken advantage of shows the strength of your character. An additional meaning of this card is literally physical strength, a return to vitality. Stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral ground. The situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panic or compromise that doesn't feel right. This is courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, ups, opposition, and vitality. When were you the strongest in your life as the youth? When were you the strongest in your life as the youth? We have to remember that because there's something that is going to come into the future that is going to need the strength of the youth. We also got the Two of Air. And I thought these were really interesting cards because as a youth, as the story goes on, as the youth, and you have the strength and agility, the Two of Air, and I refer to this as the choice card. It's duality, polarity, separation, unity, integration, choice, in the bigger picture. As you went on your quest and your journey as the youth, this is what you were looking at: the differences, the choices, the decisions that we made. Everything has an opposite. Duality divides and separates, polarity unites and integrates. When you create, you also destroy. Embrace an open mind. Nothing is ever black and white. A choice between integration or non-integration. Sometimes both parties can be right. This is kind of a right and wrong card. Two parties can be right and two parties can be wrong. The Two of Air represents both duality and polarity, and in both theory that everything in creation has an opposite. Duality is the theory that two opposing forces come together to create a state of chaos. In this theory, positive and negative poles repel each other, and so there is a constant and ongoing battle between the two, where one seeks to overcome or be rid of the other. Sounds like our government. Polarity, however, is the idea of two opposing forces existing in all things with the universe, not as separate competing forces. We're leaving the opposing, the conflict, and we're going into the non-competitive forces. We have been so competitive in this world that we've been living in that we forgot what it was like to actually have fun, because these competitors are so obsessed with winning that they stop having fun at something. And we are going into that. We are going into the truth. We are going into happiness instead of the fighting all the time and the conflict. Look at that card. It's black and white. If you can't see it, common sense has left the building. I said the other day that common sense is so rare in this world. People are not even using it. I don't get it. Now, with the Two of Air, we got the Six of Wands as a clarifier. This is also the balance, the yin and yang, as you see the balance beams on this card. And he's all lit up. All of his chakras are lit up. The Six of Wands, that is success. See, we've been getting the success. We know we're going towards success because this is the story. You started out as the youth. You had the strength. You started to make choices on your journey. And once you figure this out, the choices, and make the right choice, you will have the success that comes with that. And it's the success is your time to shine. Don't hold back. You deserve every success, and we do. Every one of us do. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful night. It rained all day here in northern Florida. It was so cloudy. I was talking, we had to go to Tally today, and I was talking to my husband, and I said, I think they're trying to depress people because usually I'm nice and tan. I've got my vitamin D from laying in the sun, and all we have are clouds. Everything is just cloud cover. As soon as it starts to get nice, the planes come out. And they've been spraying for like days, and now it's been raining since yesterday evening. It started sprinkling, and then it's been just raining all day, just a steady rain, just a crappy day. Chilly, 58. It's 48, 45 right now, and it's just the weather is horrifying. I don't know what they're doing, but my ring is beautiful purple tonight. Success is a great way to feel. We have so much hope in this world right now. It doesn't feel like it, but man, I'm telling you, these cards with the youth and the choices, the polarity and the negativity, and then we get the Eight of Fire, and the Eight of Fire is transformation through action. Youth, strength. Youth is going on the quest. Polarity, choice, success. Eight of Fire, transformation through action. Change on a physical level. It is time to act. Give something a new purpose. Transmute negative energy, a renewed sense of purpose. Don't be lazy. Inaction may yield unwelcome changes. The Eight of Fire symbolizes transformation through action, change on a physical level that brings freedom and joy. It is time to start a new job or quit one. It is time to move house because the one you are living in restricts and hampers you. Or it is time to lose a little bit of weight. This is a time of changes for all of us in our life. This card, the youth, the journey, the quest, the stability with the strength, polarity with the choice, the success, the Eight of Fire with the transformation. Now the youth, if the youth is on a journey, if he's on a quest, now he's in his transformation mode. Now his success is there, and he's getting this transformation. This is how it's taking place, because this is how our life is taking place. This is how it is going to go. This is how we've been going. And I am going to show you a card in a minute after the Fire card that we've been getting all the time, because this is what we've been looking at for 3 years now. Okay, we got with the 8, which is unity. We got choices, the Lovers. The choices again, the choice. The transformation is our choice. When we're on a journey as a youth, okay, and we've got the strength, we're going uphill, we're running the battle, and we're making our choices as we go up this hill. Then we get to the Fire, where we're starting to transform. We're getting into adulthood, and we're making different choices. Here it is again. We're transforming, and we're making choices when we transform, like our choice to quit smoking cigarettes, like our choice to do this, like your choice to lose weight, like your choice to, we got to sit back, really, really sit back and think about things before you react. Take an hour, take 2 hours, take 3 hours, take a couple days, take a week. Think about it. If you haven't decided really and you're unsure, think about it some more. It's your choice to think about things. You don't have to listen to anybody else and rush anything, because that's how we get into trouble. We rush into just reacting before we think about it. And then we're like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't read the fine print. Save yourself some, I forgot to turn my coffee heater on. Save yourself some time and step back and look into what you're doing. Now, after we've got all the choices, the youth, the journey, the quest with the youth, we've got the journey again. Number 17, cue the card. Seriously, people, there is no coincidences in this journey card. You are created by experiences. Your character is shaped by your past. How does your past influence you? Are you reliving your past in the present? Smile over the good, make peace with the bad. Choose quality experience. Act with reason and purpose. Avoid involvement in unwanted conflict. Create happy memories. Learn from your journey. Don't make your truce a prison. This day is yours to shape. This is the 8 influence. It's your life journey. Your past is made up of choices, experiences, and moments that have shaped and created the person you are in the present. You are the sum total of all that you have experienced in your journey, and the person it has manifested plays a foundational role in every choice and decision you make. Your journey has influenced your personality and character. You have been shaped by your success and failures, triumphs and mistakes, heartbreaks and healing, the moment you have been alone and the moments you have shared with others. Your journey has shaped your likes and dislikes, your bias and your beliefs, and has governed all action. If you look back at your life, you will see that you have moved through from one moment and experience to the next. You have faced obstacles and overcome them, and you have had moments that have brought you to low, so low you did not believe that you could continue to live. You have had your heart broken and believed it would never heal, but it did. And once it healed, you then traveled forward to the next moment, forever changing the choice you made from that point toward onwards, where influenced by what the past taught you. You have also experienced times of intense joy and bliss, where the moment has been perfect. You have loved with every fiber of your being and laughed until you cried. These moments have also had their influence, for they have made you lighter in spirit and moved you forward. The journey card represents the life you have led and will lead, and how it has shaped you, changed you, created you, and influenced every choice you have ever made and will make and ever experience, every experience you have ever had and will ever have. That's a beautiful message so far. Oh my goodness, what a journey. Oh boy. I just can't get over how these cards come out. I mean, the channeled messages, the things that we're doing, the things that I'm seeing that come out, and I'm going to put it in order because it's just crazy. Youth, strength, choice, success, transformation, choice, journey. We got 3 threes in this reading too, which that is a divine message. And we got an 11, which is a master number. We get a 22, which is a master number. And we got 3 sixes, which is it's and 2 eights, which is unity and infinity. This has been so far a beautiful reading, and it's going to get better because it was a beautiful reading. We also got with the journey card, the world, and that's regeneration. So after all this, the youth, the choices, the strength, the transformation, the journey, the other choice, we got regeneration. We got the world. And we've made it this far through the journey. We celebrate what we have achieved and embrace new opportunity. You will be full of energy and motivation. The world is your oyster. See, by now in the journey, the world is our oyster. I mean, this is success, completion, celebration, beginning, travel, motivation, and renewal. That's where we're going. We just got to get through some things. And this is saying we've been through it. We've gotten up the mountain. We're getting up the mountain. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. I love this reading. This is so great. Okay. Now we got the Yeah, I thought so. The intuition, which is 22, which is another master number. And we know what intuition is. It's the sixth sense. It's the voice of your unconscious mind. It's heed your intuition feelings. Make the best guesses. Be both intuitive and rational. Watch and observe. Intuition or bad past experiences. Seek a second opinion. Tap into your other senses. Pick the option that feels right for you. An intuitive skill born of practice. Heed your intuitive feelings. This is what we have to think about. Um, there are many words and phrases that describe the subject of the six influences. Intuition, the funny feeling, an inclination, sneaky suspicion, that gut feeling, that hunch, the knowing. Uh, what is intuition? Intuition is the sixth sense. It's the knowing or gut feeling, experience, and understanding or logic. We have, okay, now as we get out the youth, we get all through this, now we're using our intuition because we've learned a lot of things. We regenerated. But we had the regeneration, the world, and now we have learned to use our intuition. So this is where the wise come out. She's got the owl. She's got everything right there. Now that we've regenerated, she's looking at things a little bit better. And she's holding a black hematite. And that's so neat because today I went to the magic shop and I'm working with pendulums now and I got a black hematite. Yeah. And I've already had a few answers. So yeah, it was really cool. And I got another surprise for us today. I love the mystical shop I go to. It's amazing. Now, the intuition card, uh, we got the Two of Wands, which is vision. What do we get with intuition? We get that gut feeling, that heart space, but we also get the vision. We get the dreams, we get the intuition, we get that thought, that envision of a story in our mind that plays out, and we know what's going to happen. Look for those around you who share your vision and work together to get results. Partnership, creativity, communication, travel, planning, education, and inspiration. Yeah, that is perfect for the intuition and the vision because we do get. Okay, I had an error. It blinked off and I had my screen again. I'm like, what happened? We have some rain here, so we're on satellite dish. So sometimes we have a raindrop and we lose connection. So anyway, I'm glad we're back. Okay, we were talking about the vision and the intuition, and what's interesting is this is like it's playing our past into our future and into our now space, because when I'm done with this message, I am going to put it in perspective. Because after the intuition, we got to the Six of Earth. And this is a really cool card. This is responsibility and duty to family. This is give love, care, and support. Lead by example, a time of sharing, learn about nature, important matters need attention, protect the animal, forest, and oceans, help for the right reason. This is the sixth of Earth, and it reminds us of our responsibility and duty to our family, especially the younger members. It asks us to be selfless and in service to those who are in need or depend on us for love, care, and support. If you have children, it is your responsibility to provide them with a home that is safe and free from potential harm. It is your duty to provide their physical and emotional needs, love, and shelter them. As a parent, it is your responsibility to set a good example, to be a role model to those around you. Educate them, teach them, and be truthful, respectful, and to do unto others as they would have done, others do unto them. Teach them about life outside the home, of nature, of the world they dwell on, and their role as custodians and caretakers of the blue-green planet. Teach by word and deed, lead by example. If you have no children, the sixth of Earth comes to remind you that it is your responsibility to both humanity and Gaia to become the best person you can be. Help where and when you can in your local community. Teach and share your knowledge whenever possible. Lead by example and be responsible for your words and deeds within the broader community. Look out into the world and understand that we share this planet and its resources, and each of us needs to do what we can to protect the animals, forests, and oceans. All of us have a duty of care to both family and the environment. While the six of earth represents responsibility and duty of care overall, it can also signify that there is a matter that needs to be taken care of in the present. If this is the case, do not forget, do not delay. Um, I'm I'm not going to go over it right now, but this is more like a father, mother responsible because they're at work, they've got their lunch, they've got their tools, but they're shackled. The olden days, they used to have these things that they wore over their shoulders to balance them, and he has the key and the lock. But he's at work right now because he's taking the responsibility for his children and for his community. And the confirmation number on that one is justice, balance. Number 8, unity. What did I just say about he's balancing himself in his work? This is calm, decision, integrity, truth, support, and vindication. Take a practical approach. If you need to make a decision, go with what is realistic rather than idealistic. The solution doesn't need to be perfect, just workable. If a decision that affects you is made by others, accept it is the best they can do at this time. Justice holds a traditional scale of mercy, and the sword of retribution symbolizes fair judgment. Justice brings strength, healing past hurts or wrongdoing, and restoring balance. In traditional depictions of justice, she is blindfolded, but the tarot justice is free to see the situation before her with clarity and integrity. So that was pretty interesting about how he's got to take responsibility in his community, and he's got to balance everything out. He or she, when I say he or she, it means both. Okay, we are not going on one he said, she said. So, okay. Ooh, now I had to write all these down. I got so many cards that come out. We got this one was interesting how it came out with him, responsibility. This is the Two of Earth, and this is balancing work and play, balancing responsibility and personal needs, be open to compromise, be confident but grounded, realistic goals and expectations, take stock and prioritize, forgive your limitations, ask for help. The Two of Earth card symbolizes the importance of balancing work, home, family, and play whilst remaining flexible and adjustable in meetings. When commitment and responsibility, you are filled with a sense of purpose. You have goals and dreams, nurturing them, be willing to do what it needs in order to make them manifest, but do so with mindfulness and the awareness that all you do has an impact on those around you. Be confident, trust in both yourself and the abilities, but also be flexible, adaptable, and open to compromise. Self-belief is the key to maintaining a healthy equilibrium. If you believe that you can achieve your goals and meet your responsibilities at the same time, then there is a good chance that you can be grounding your self-confidence in reality, realizing that you are not superhuman or perfect. There is a limit to what you can do and achieve without burning the candle at both ends. Be aware and respectful of your physical and mental, emotional needs. Forgive your limitations, ask for help, and share your responsibilities. If you need to, before you start to drop things because you are mentally, physically, and emotionally worn. Now, I'm going to say something about these cards here in a few minutes because I have a couple more cards that come out. But this told a story, and if you followed it, it was crazy. It's like all of our stories. Because with the Two of Earth, we got the Two of Pentacles. We're getting twos. Twos, we got a lot of twos. We got like 5 twos. And this is options. So see, she has to take options. She's got to think of options because he or she is juggling too much stuff. And the Two of Pentacles, the options, it says pay attention to detail of any financial agreements or offers. Look for the long-term benefit rather than going for the short-term gain. Choices, property, finances, balancing, judgment, contract, and detail. The two shows a decision is underway. You're considering your options, rehearsing all the possibility outcomes rather than taking action. The choice may concern jobs, places, or studies, potential homes, or where to travel. In personal finances, there are demands on your resources, so you may find yourself juggling income and expenditures in order to balance the books. Juggling. Did you see that? This card come out with her. You might be juggling. That was good. I can't make this stuff up. And the last card we got, and guys, we've been getting these cards a lot. We got it in the beginning and the end of a reading a few days ago. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. We got a number 21, and it's perception. Perception shapes the world's view. Understanding what your senses tell you. Knowledge and understanding are limited. Change perception cannot be unchanged. Is your perception clouded? Take the higher ground, seek a new perspective, challenging your perception. Who influences your perception? Do you have all the facts? Represent yourself honestly and watch for false perceptions. We are not going to go over. You need to go back and look because everything is our perception. And my perception and what I talk about is my opinion. What you see, what you talk about is your opinion, but it is our perception on it. And our perception can be cloudy, very cloudy. So we really need to step back a little bit and think about what we're doing, everything what we're doing, because when we do that, we get a number 19, which is, a good card because it's happiness. Two mer children, a boy and a girl, play together in an underwater garden as sunlight illuminates their beautiful world. They reach toward the sun as if acknowledging its healing light and power to regenerate. No predators threatening the children's peace, the ocean first around them, swimming without fear, comfortable and protected in their idyllic surroundings. Appreciate your deserved success in this special time of rest and recuperation. Enjoy feeling safe and appreciate the harmony that is around you. Do you guys realize what that just told us? That just gave us most of I'll guarantee everyone's life story. We went on the journey, we went on the quest with our best friend, okay? And we had the strength back at the youth. The youth always has the strength. And as the youth went up the mountain, he made choices. And his choices brought him success, him or her. And there was a transformation. Because they made choices. They had the choices. They were on a journey. 17, cue the card. They were researching. They were finding out information. And then they were regenerating. They were taking it in and listening to the information on their journey. And then they learned how to use their intuition. Their intuition was really important on their journey. And it gave them visions, dreams, and all kinds of things. It helped them on their journey. As they grew up, they had responsibilities. They had work and bills and homes and family, and they had to take on the responsibilities because they had children. And if they didn't have children, they had community. And then they were juggling things. Boy, they were trying, they were like trying to live and just juggling everything and just trying to, take the responsibility and be the adults. And they got justice. It balanced out. Or did we get options? I think we got options. The Two of Pentacles. Let me see what we got here. That was the two. Yeah, that was the Two of Pentacles. That was the options. That was, you don't have to juggle. You have options. You can ask for help. You can do things. Because then we got the Perception card. And we had to look at everything we had been through. We had to look at the perception of everything and how the choices came out and how our success came. Because then we have the Judgment. Or no. The Justice was on the Sixth of Earth. I missed that one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, here, let's go back. We have the responsibilities and we have to balance it out. We have the Justice. And then we have her. We have her juggling everything, doing everything, and not asking for help. And they have the option to ask for help. And then they've got the Perception where they've got to look at the whole thing, how far they've come on their journey and what they went through and learning, because that's when the Sun and the happiness comes in. This is where we're going. This is where we've been with the conflict and the things that we've been through on our journey. That was great, guys. I loved that. I didn't even know it was going to come out like that. I swear that was so good. Okay, now that was the Dreams of Gaia, and the clarifier was the Oceanic Tarot. Now we have the practical magic. And after that story, now we're in happiness. Now we have to, a 15 was a 6. Rest and restore, rockabye. She's beautiful. She is resting after that journey she just went on. She's in her happiness and now she's resting. Take time out to nurture yourself, body, mind, and spirit, replenishing your energy and enthusiasm so you can return rested, recharged, and re-inspired. Rest, it's such a loaded and fraught concept in these times of chaos and constant busyness. Even the suggestion of taking a break can produce guilt, panic, or self-directed criticism around laziness and avoidance. But it is not laziness to stop, to recharge when you need to, and it's not slacking off to set boundaries around the time you can commit to work. It's a necessity. Refusing to rest when you need to can be a result of the conviction that you constantly have to produce in order to prove your worth, that you won't be appreciated or liked if you're not working yourself into the ground. Ironically, though, people will have more respect if you're able to balance your life. If you work hard but take time out to refill your creative well, and you'll be more effective and productive too. Because being constantly drained physically and emotionally is not conducive to being at your best. The effects of exhaustion, lethargy, brain fog, mood swings, and slow reaction time, troubled remembering things, all impact on you and those around you. Resting physically and emotionally, and essentially for you to be all that you want to be and achieve all that you hope for. When this card appears, it's a reminder that you need to take a break and practice a little self-care, to let go of your rigid schedule and relentless self-imposing pressure and let yourself breathe. There are times of action and times of retreat and restoration. And now is the latter. Step back for a moment to pause, rest and reflect, conserve your energy so you don't burn out. It isn't selfish to prioritize and honor your needs. It can be selfish not to. You cannot create, focus well, or support and enjoy the people in your life if you're an exhausted, stressed out mess. You'll bring more to your loved ones, yourself, and the world when you're physically well, emotionally balanced, and spiritually refreshed. The pressure of a deadline can fire up the left brain to work logically and help get things done in a short term, but no one can survive in a constant state of adrenaline. Stepping away from the 24/7 work expectations, everyone now and then will allow your right brain to take over and find more creative solutions, access ideas you hadn't previously considered, and make you more effective, efficient, and inspired. This card is a message that you need to rest, recharge your energy, and restore your enthusiasm. It's time to go within, to withdraw from the world and from people for a moment and get back in touch with yourself. Replenish your spirit with things that bring you joy. Nourish your heart and mind so you can continue fighting for what's important to you. Resting is more than just a physical escape, it's a state of mind, an acknowledgement of the importance of nurturing yourself, body, and soul, of balancing your time between work, rest, and play. Without it, you won't be able to renew your energy, dedicate yourself to living your best life, and have the creative insight that will light you up and push you to achieve your dreams. You know, I agree with that card because when you push yourself to the limit, it showed you what you're doing. This is what you're doing. I get that we have responsibility, but he takes that key off when he's done. This one not only takes the key off, but this is what they're doing all the time. They're juggling everything in their life. And you have to stand back with the perception of things and balance them because that you have options and you have happiness. We have everything that told us that we need to rest and to protect ourselves. And really it is telling us that. So you really need to take a nap, rest, and recuperate a little bit, and don't go overboard with trying to prove yourself. Okay, now we have the Soul Helper Oracle. That was the practical magic. I don't know if I held it up. I think I did, but practical magic, the big card. And this one is the Soul Helper Oracle. I love these cards. This is a number 7. Release your creative energies. Make use of them in your life. So now that the youth has went on his journey, he's up the hill, he's juggling stuff, he's resting, recuperating. Now he's releasing his energies. It's a 7, and she's playing a harp in the earth. And she's really pretty. She's got flowers everywhere, flowers in her hair. She looks like Goldilocks. There is a magical flow of creativity in all of us. It is unique and feels different for each individual. How these energies express themselves varies from person to person, from situation to situation. As children, we simply surrender ourselves to these creative energies and feel the joy they bring us. But they also bring inner peace, balance, and concentration, helping us to forget about time and to be in the moment. Remember your childhood and the games you used to play. You were so in touch with the imagination side of your character. Do not use your creative powers in the hope of achieving recognition and fame, since they will simply flow away from you and into others instead. The reason you have drawn this card is to help you release your creativity and to use these energies for yourself. Repressing them will only lead to their gathering and manifesting as blockages in your energy system, making you feel at odds with the world and disconnected. Creative energies need to flow. So give them room to do so and make the most of them. Dance, paint, sing. Do not waste this gift. It will inspire and raise you to levels of which others can only dare to dream. Devote yourself entirely to your creativity. In such moments, you can be very close to the divine source and feel its eternal love within you. Whatever kind of work you do, find some time to be creative now. This is the great importance for your soul path and will bring you healing and peace. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the hawk. The herbal essence is grapefruit. The healing crystal is cat's eye, red tiger eye, and number is a 7. That was a great message, especially after restoring and playing. We've been busy juggling, but we don't play with our inner child enough and our, as they say, imaginary friend. I mean, grasp it, just go for it, just have fun with it. Number 7 indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of light that makes a deep connection between you and the mysteries of your life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of number 7 is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number 7 brings new soul paths. We are on a new soul path. It doesn't bring new soul paths. We're on a soul path. Now I'm going to read the Messenger Oracle because these have some great messages that coincide with everything we are talking about right now. Share your thoughts. And this is beautiful green and gold. And it's the dragon. You have hopes, dreams, goals, and ideas. Do not guard your ideas, jealousy, nor keep them locked within for fear that another may steal them or offer ridicule instead of support. It is time to share your vision. Tell Great Spirit and Gaia of your dreams and hopes so they may send you what you need. Speak of your dreams to others. Connect with those who share your goals and hopes, for they may be able to help you realize your dreams sooner. I agree. If there's anyone in your life that you can talk to about what you're feeling and how you are and have fun with it, then really take advantage of that because a lot of people do not have that other person that even cares what you have to say. So have fun with it if you have someone like now we have the see yourself in nature, and he's beautiful. He's a nature creature, and he is got a leaf necklace and probably raised in the forest and one of those creatures that nobody knows exists. You are born of man and woman, but humanity is born of a natural world. Now it is time to reconnect. Look out into the natural world, explore your world, and you will see who you are. Peel away all judgment and dogma born of man and see your truest nature mirrored in the beautiful world around you. See that your emotions are like the weather and that your senses reach into the sky and earth with the branches and roots of the tree. See yourself in nature and nature within yourself. That's a good message. If you don't have anybody that'll listen to you, go out in nature, meditate, and share your thoughts with the Creator. He cares. The Creator cares. Mother Earth cares. Share it with her. You have in your ancestor, everybody cares. Some of the people in this earth don't have time to care. That someday they might care, but a lot of them are just too busy. You were born to create. I love this card because this card is the dragon with the purple on his head, but the egg is cracking and it's coming out with gold. You were blessed with this ability to create with thought, intention, action, and emotion. Be conscious of your power and aware of what your actions and reactions create within and around you. Cherish this gift and use it in both a wise and productive manner. Create beauty and inspire a desire within others to do the same. Create a future that both fulfills and delights. Do what you were born to do. I love that card. We're gonna do the angels and ancestors. We got quite a few cards with this one. The first one we got was the sun. Enjoys success and happiness. You know, after we get done juggling things and we take some time to replenish and we share our thoughts and we go into nature and we start creating, that's part of our journey. The sun. Know that the doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system, solar referring to the sun. So, of course, when the sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brings up all connections, banishes darkness, brings the sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm. And it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. That's great. We've got 2 yeses in 2 days. We had a card the other day that gave a yes. So there's lots of yeses coming out for these questions some people are asking. I like that you asked the questions. That's a good thing. I ask questions too. Spring, see your seeds grow, and we're getting ready to go into spring. Embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. I can't wait. I love summer and spring. Card features a wild hare because in the Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. Ooh. You are ready to bring to life all your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth. And if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in the future position of the spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that coming spring will usher in important energies with regard to your question or intentions. We've got some major stuff coming here in the spring, especially March Madness, March Mayhem. So we've got to be ready. And I love this card. And who wouldn't? It's called The Witch, Be the Light. And I love her owl. Let's see what she's got here. She's got an owl, the wise owl. She's got a butterfly in her hair. And she's take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. The witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, which I say the teacher. You know, Thoth wanted to be called a teacher, not a god. And when they start calling these entities God, that's where religion takes a turn against all of us. I don't feel that they're gods and goddesses. I feel that they're teachers. We're all teachers and students. So I try to change that word to teacher because I'm really not into the gods and goddesses thing. I just feel that it's kind of drawing the line with it. We shouldn't worship anything but our highest power, our Christ consciousness, our heart space within. Okay, the witch card represents the mania, gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the teacher, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by a horned barn owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has. But she is also willing to trust that she feels to be bright, right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the teacher within. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answer. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. I like that card a lot. That's a good card. Okay, now we got one more card, and it's the Druid. Hold the space. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of Britain, Ireland, and France. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. We just got the sun. They were scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you are being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perception and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has a strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. I think that card is trying to say, don't step back and think about things. We already talked about that before you make any rash decisions. Now, okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We've got two more cards. Well, we've got some more stuff. We've got the Divine Master. Okay. And we got Ishtar. Inner learning, follow your heart, truth prevails. I got to get a sip of coffee for this. Okay. Ishtar, whose name means the precious, is the East Semitic, Akkadian, Assyrian, and Babylonian teacher of love and war. She was known as Inanna by the Sumerians and Astarte by North Semitic people. She has many names and many faces, as long ago as 4000 BCE. She was acknowledged as the Queen of Heaven, protector of the cosmos, and instigator of truth. She was often depicted with 6 and 8 pointed stars, which were originally generally symbols of the heavens. But in the old Babylonian period, she became associated with Venus, the planet of love and desire. We got the desire card yesterday. Many people have been challenged by the fact that Ishtar is linked to both love and war. From my own impression of the energy she represents, I believe she helps us connect with the root energy of desire, including the desire to fight for what we believe in. When she appears, only the truth can prevail. We're going into the truth. Information is being revealed to you, and it's important to listen, especially as there's a good chance it will bring a war between your head and heart. You're being guided to listen to your heart, the part of you that makes decisions based on what feelings best rather than what makes sense. You may have to take a decision that makes you feel you're losing out, but in fact will lead you to a feeling of finding treasure or even feeling treasured. You are being encouraged to seek the truth now. Even if it is challenging or difficult, it's important to honor it. The truth will always prevail, whether it be now or in the future. You are being guided to save yourself emotional strain and also time by allowing what needs to be shared, said, felt, and communicated in order to be more connected to the heart and ultimately for the highest good of all. That was a good message. All of them have been really good messages on our journey. This is our journey. And we've got to think about these cards are all talking about what we went through. We were the youth. This has been our journey. Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. The third eye or brow chakra is the energy center found in the middle of the forehead. Between the brows, often represent as an eye. It governs all aspects of our vision, including dreaming, reading between the lines, and visualization, and even having psychic insight. This card transports us through a gateway representing our spiritual connection. Seeing with our inner eye is our divine right, and our soul self has never forgotten how to do it. In fact, we are often using this special talent even when we don't realize it. For example, when we imagine something before it happens. This gateway encourages you to unlock your psychic abilities and to stop questioning your divine ability to see. Know that great potential and healing will be unleashed when this space is activated. If you have an intuition about something, trust what you are seeing. This is a sacred time for the psychic potential that you have had since childhood is awakening from slumber. You've always been a dreamer, sometimes thinking about how the future will show up or revisit the past. Now the gift that has been discouraged in the past are reawakening, and your inner vision is the Great Awakening, stronger than your imagine your image. You have an innate ability to see further than human eyes and are able to identify the energies of what is going on around you with your activated third eye. This gateway is here as a confirmation that what you are seeing and experiencing is in divine alignment and that you are being supported as you develop this source given gift. So it's telling us we are in divine alignment. And that would be the last card of this reading usually. But as I said, I went to the Mystic shop today and we got some new cards. Human Spirit Oracle. I haven't even really got to read it. I haven't done anything. I looked through the cards and they're really amazing. And remember yesterday when I said we were on this like merry-go-round on overdrive? We got some cool cards today. Now, we got a number 43, which is a 7, and it's called Spill the Tea. We love a good tea party. Whoops. Your tea has been spilt by another. Secrets and rumors have a way of flowing out like Georgia sweet tea. Hot or iced, they grow stronger the longer they brew. Now is the time to get ahead of it, accept it, and move on. Even a tea party has an end. If you know your own truth, then it really doesn't matter what manure is spread on your proverbial lawn. Take this as a teaching moment to grow rather than simmer and rethink your circle of friends. I love that. That is great because I'm gonna have to tell my brother about this because the phone call the other day was something like that. This is a really cool card. These cards are so cool. I looked at like a half a dozen cards that I caught my eye. And this one was the last one they had there. It was the last, and it really caught my eye because these cards are characters and they tell a little story. You know, she's like, look at her. She's like, don't spill the tea, but she's balancing everything. It kind of reminds me of that card that she was throwing the eggs up in the air. Now, we also got this is what I was talking about, the merry-go-round. And my ring is deep purple. So it's still deep purple. It's starting to change to green now. We got what goes around comes around. It was funny that I mentioned a merry-go-round last night too in the reading. Look how cool that card is. It's got the little sign on the bottom. It says the merry-go-round's going like crazy, smoking. Round and round we go, where we stop, nobody knows. When we go through a lot, it takes a lot to continue to do good and to be good, whether you believe in karma or not. Its practice is based on being a good person through spreading positivity and good deeds, both to ourselves and others, to spread some kindness, smile at strangers, compliment a friend, or even just hold the door for someone behind you. Always remember that what goes around comes around. I promise that when you do good, you feel good. Every ever have someone compliment your shoes, you smile, or even your attitude? Didn't it just brighten up your day? You carry an extra bit of confidence in your step, a wider smile. This is a wonderful thing to send out like a boomerang into the world. It always seems to return exactly when you need it the most. You know, I love that card because I notice people now and I'll say, wow, your hair looks amazing. Oh, I love that outfit. You go, girl, or hey, yeah, you look great. Just compliment people. Why not? I mean, it does make them smile. It's right. Look at this face. I mean, look at this card. This is so cool. Okay, now we got one more, and I thought this was a pretty crazy looking card. It's a number 18, which is a 9, and it says, I'm possible. Yes, queen or king, you are a strong and beautiful person. Sometimes we can forget that in the static that is our everyday experience, it also feels great when we are reminded of that form from outside sources, a type of validation. Every now and again, we just need to take a moment to reflect, give ourselves some self-love, and remember how amazing we are. Look in the mirror and see your full potential. Try simply affirmation to yourself. I am possible. I am enough. I am a radiant being of love and light. Whatever your affirmation might be, repeat it 9 times, reiterating how amazing you are. Oh, I love that. That is a great idea. I am possible. I am enough. I am radiant, being of love and light. Wow. Okay. I like that. And this card is interesting. Well, I hope you loved our new deck, guys. We got a new deck finally, and I think we're gonna really enjoy the messages out of there. And I hope that you got some messages through this. I haven't had time to do the pictures I was going to share with everybody because I've been so busy. We were in Cali all day today. It was kind of unexpected because it was raining and it was just like, let's go. They're having a President's Day sale. Let's go get this. So I'm glad I did because I'm really glad I got those cards because I'm going to play with those cards. My husband says, I thought you were going to get nature cards. These are people cards. And I said, yeah, but look how cool these cards are. I mean, they tell a story and they're just so cool. So I usually do, cards that tell stories, but in my opinion, these cards tell some great stories. I think they're cool as heck. And I think we will really enjoy them. And I don't know how long I've been going, but it is easy like Sunday morning. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, friggin' magical day. And I love everybody. You know I do. And may every step in your journey be magical. And guess what? Just be you.